Welcome to the Villains Lounge.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, supervillains of all ages, I am your host, and I want to welcome you to the Villains Lounge. I am the Three Counts resident supervillain. I am the Dark Lord. I am the Dark Goat himself, Damian Fatal, and with me, I got Twitch Graves, and I know it's been a few days, but real life happens, and there really wasn't much news. Lots of wrestling, but nothing super newsworthy. So what I got for you today is actually there's only like one, maybe two of these stories that are like really, really interesting. The other ones are just kind of fluff pieces. Um so I guess I'm gonna start off with something a little bit more happy-ish and not so uh Dirty Dom got married to his childhood sweetheart of 10 years, and I have to say that the wedding guests rocked because they kept K-Fab alive, and when he picked up the mic to talk, he got booed by
That's
everyone.
amazing.
It was great.
That's so amazing.
It was great. I was like, dang, you
You
can't
got
even
booed
be
at your own
married.
wedding.
Booed at your own wedding. Like, you're such a heel. You got booed at your own wedding. It's great.
I love it.
All right. So the last three are all AEW related.
Of
I'm
course.
gonna give the two negatives, or maybe I'll give the negative, the positive, the negative. All right. So Kara Hogan was on like either Instagram Live or TikTok, one of those two, and she was talking about the boss, Mercedes Monet, and her going to AEW, and basically she was throwing shade, basically saying that Sasha is not Mercedes is not a nice person, that she is just not a good person, very mean, not nice, backstage, I guess, full of herself, blah blah blah, just basically talking that big girl shit. Now the question is it real, or is it just her way of getting in on the ground floor to be like maybe the first person that Mercedes like jumps in there with? That could be, it could be real, or it could be just trying to get a story in. Uh so the next one I'm going to talk about is Kazuchika Okada's contract, which is massive, a massive contract for AEW. It's for 3 years, $4.5 million a year, with a total of 13.5 for the 3 years, which equates to 2 billion yen
That's
in
insane.
Japanese money. And he's moving to the States
That's
for
so
that three
insane.
years. So dude, I knew he was gonna get like a ridiculous amount of money. Come
So
on,
did I.
come on. And then the last thing I got from AEW news: Kevin Kelly gets fired by AEW. It started in some tweets. Him like tweeting out. I can't remember what he tweeted out, but he tweeted out something because a fan was basically saying, "Yeah, like, you're awesome, love you, blah blah blah." And then he could have ended it right there, but then he kept on going and like basically said that Riccaboni sabotaged his career in AEW, talking shit behind his back. And it seemed like AEW wasn't too happy with Kevin Kelly's like performance. They were saying it was like subpar at best. But he, basically Kelly was like, everybody in the back like knows that I'm the greatest. Everybody in the world knows I'm the greatest, but AEW management. And when a fan was like, "You might want to take this down," he was like, "Why should I take down the truth?" And then a few hours later, guess who got taken off the website and told that they were fired?
Mr. Kevin Kelly.
So and then like Tony Schiavone replaced him on Collision because he was supposed to be on Collision with Nigel.
Yeah,
So yeah, my thing is this though: why did his social media stuff get him in trouble and Jericho's didn't?
because it's Chris Jericho.
Christopher needs to go home. So that ends the news. So we're gonna jump into the reviews. So the first review I got for you is NXT Roadblock.
All right.
This show was basically set up for stand and deliver. What we got out of it was it started off with a crazy ass asylum match, and it was Dijak versus crazy ass Joe Gacy. The match was nuts, dude. They were just hitting each other with any and everything that you could possibly. I don't. Watching them sometimes is uncomfortable.
There are times.
Like they are. It's great. I am loving this feud. I Dijak gets the W again, but it seems like even though Gacy's taking these L's, he's not taking the L though. It's almost like Dijak is the one that's really taking the L's. It's great.
This is the idea. This is the epitome of two guys who just woke up and chose violence.
Right. Like they might have been dreaming about violence before they woke up.
Exactly. Like it was wild.
So I gave that one 2.5 axe handles. It was nuts. Because I'm not really big on hardcore matches, but they did a good job. They did a good job.
I love violence.
So next, then we got the NXT Tag Team Championships. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, the champions, defending their titles against Chase U. And I almost thought Chase U might have get that W, but in the end, it was Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin successfully defending. I'm probably setting up something a little bit more long term. They probably will drop him at Stand and Deliver, so
More than
Braun
likely.
can go do his thing, and Baron can go do his thing. I gave this one 2.5 as well.
I agree with that.
Then we got the debut of Mr. Jonathan Spears. Sean Spears, the chairman, makes his debut. I don't know, I kind of like the new music in the entrance. Actually, it's
I
actually
mean,
really dope. Uh, I cannot pronounce his opponent's first name, so Connors was his opponent. It must be a new guy. Um, it's not the Connors that I know, and you know, it just kind of like is what it is. And Sean Spears got the W, an easy W,
of
and I
course.
gave that one like 1.5. And look who decides to show up.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, we're almost done. No, I'm joking. We're not that.
Good.
We just
I
started.
came just in time. Listen.
missed it all.
I hate them so much.
Oh, that's the best time to show up when all the hard work is done. No,
We're doing your part. We're in the middle of NXT. Got the
great show.
Sean Spears, and okay, how do you pronounce that guy's first name?
Oh God, who do you wrestle? Who do you wrestle?
Last name is Connors.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
he got a weird
I can't
first.
think of the guy's name.
It starts with a U. It's spelled awkwardly weird.
Oh. I know who you're talking about now. I don't know. This was his first appearance, so I don't have the name down. I don't have the
I
name
bet
down yet.
we're not gonna fuck
But
your
that's
first name
that's
up, buddy.
that's Finley's younger son.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
weird
interesting.
ass first name.
yeah. Do it the Villains Lounge.
uh
Is that Corey?
hey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go on and interrupt the whole show. I'm so sorry. Hey, Corey, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, you are.
I told Damian I was going to say this when I see you. You're not intimidating anymore, only because I'm at a safe distance.
Corey said you're not intimidating anymore only because he's at a safe distance.
Hey, I'm not editing that out. That's
I
staying in the
don't
show.
care.
All right, so moving on.
The whole plane ride away now.
The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. My girls, the Kabuki Warriors, defended against Lara Valkyria and Tatum Paisley? Paxley?
Paxley? Paxley.
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 Paxley. It's an X, not an S. Oh, I can't read my own handwriting. All right, I need to smoke some more. uh, we already know who was going to win this match. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, you didn't think they had a fighting chance?
Nah. Do you know who they were facing?
You're right.
Those
Kabuki
those
Warriors
ladies are
ain't nobody to fuck with.
dangerous. Exactly, they're
Yeah, they
dangerous.
are.
So the Kabuki Warriors pick up that W. Valkyria and Paxley did try. It wasn't a bad match. I'm gonna definitely give it two. Um, it was fun. It was a fun match. They tried hard.
They
Then
did.
we get another women's match. We get Fallon Henley versus Blair Davenport, which Davenport's starting to grow on me a little bit more. Really enjoying her work, but she fell short. Uh, Henley gets the W. Yeah, we get these ladies two.
Thanks to the assist from Sol Ruka. Don't forget.
Yeah, that did that did happen. I was expecting
Yeah,
Blair to win that one. Like I thought that was gonna be an easy W for it.
I did
And then
too. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I was like, oh,
I was like,
oh,
ooh.
shit. Then we got the main event. Tony D'Angelo versus Carmelo Hayes, and it was. I'm happy D'Angelo won because this will make the main event a little bit more exciting, and you get somebody new in the main event picture
Yeah.
that could be a
Yeah.
dark horse and walk out as the new NXT champion very easily. Like Tony D
Hey,
can
good.
definitely pull this off. If they're not careful. If they are not careful, um, I think Tony D could walk out of stand and deliver as the new NXT champion.
He very well could.
I mean,
Very
think
possible.
about it. All of the negativity and the rah rah rahness is between Hayes and Dragunov. So Tony D can easily slip in there and grab that W.
He
He
could.
sure
Um,
could.
Great match, 3 stars. You definitely need to go check it out. Tony D definitely showed that he has gotten better, like so much better. So yeah, that ends NXT. So I guess we're gonna go on to the show that barely matters, and I heard that the ratings weren't that great considering what happened. So we're gonna run through this bullshit. And no, I kind of watched it. I watched one match and the video of the other bullshit at the end. So I guess was it at the end? Was it in the middle? Was that the last thing that happened? Yeah, I don't care. That's the last thing I talk about. So anyway, Dynamite from the 6th of why do I have a 2 there? Wow, I am behind
Oh
on.
no.
So anyway, it started off with Swerve Strickland and Samoa Joe versus the Kingdom. Uh Strickland and Joe got the W, and if they didn't, Tony needs to stop snorting. Hook versus
Tony will
Brian
never
Cage.
stop snorting.
Hook,
Never.
Hook versus Brian Cage. On paper, Hook should have
How,
lost.
how competitive was that match? I'm just curious.
I think Hook kept on trying to hook the Red Rum pretty much the whole. It was like an extension from Revolution. Just kept basically trying to hook the Red Rum, and I think that's how he won. Actually,
He choked him out.
I think he choked out fucking Brian Cage.
Can we
What
get a
an
picture of that?
decision.
Did somebody find a picture of that? I need to see the picture.
What an interesting decision.
I think that's how he won.
Are you kidding me?
I
I
wish I
mean,
was.
I mean, I get it. That's his finisher, but
That's got to look so awkward.
that's what I was like. I need to see a picture of it. Like, what did that look like?
I'm
'Cause
gonna
I
see
mean,
if I can find it.
well, they're the same height, so I guess it might not look as crazy. Because
Are
Brian
they the
Cage
same
isn't that
height?
tall. Cage isn't tall. Like
No,
most,
but
No,
he's
you're right.
Cage,
He is. He's just thick. You're right.
yeah, he's just thick. So, but it's just funny because he's just a gigantic human, and Hook is
Hook.
a stick.
Yeah.
I
That
think that's
that's
how.
pretty funny.
I think
Okay,
that's how it is. Anyway,
I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and watch the watch a
yeah. No,
clip.
you're gonna have to
I'm
watch
just
the clip.
interested. I gotta see that. 'Cause that sounds hilarious.
Oh, it is hilarious. Kill Switch versus Daddy Magic. If Daddy Magic had a won this, I probably would have. I probably would have cried. So Kill Switch comes away with the W. Ah, look, it's your favorite person in the world, Riho.
Oh,
She beat Chris Statlander.
What an interesting decision.
I only watched the last match, and I can only rate the last match. It was Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. It was actually really fucking good. It was like literally the only thing I watched on the whole entire show. It's really good. I give it 3 axe handles. That's as good as it's gonna get. I take a half point off because it was Dynamite, and I didn't like
fair
the new
enough.
logo and the new entrance,
You didn't like the new logo, the new entrance,
the
and you
new
took half a
song.
point off. Oh, you didn't like the new song? The
Nah,
song's not bad.
it
It's
wasn't good.
not as catchy as the old one, but I think in general it's a better song.
It probably is. I just didn't like the logo. Was really what bothered me. It was like, dude, did your like 3-year-old nephew make that?
It's possible.
Oh,
And then we got corporate Okada coming out to save Eddie Kingston. Woo! Which I didn't understand why they were out there talking to the Bucks anyway. That was just fucking stupid. But anyway, it looks like he was coming out to save uh I forgot his name already again. Eddie Kingston. Woo. And gave him the Rainmaker and joined the Elite after they kicked out Kenny for not showing up to work. Oh, I can't hear you for some reason. It's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing we can't hear him.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Can he hear us?
I don't know.
Nope.
No, no, he might be able to hear us. So that's what Okada joins the Elite. The ah God, God, the Bucks fire Hangman and the other guy, Kenny.
The other
Hey,
guy, Kenny.
hey, look. They saying Kenny's not showing up to work, dude. What can you do? If he's not showing up to work, he ain't showing up to work.
I
You
mean,
gotta let him go. Now, is it kind of weird that he's suffering from a serious
there we go.
debilitating uh
is he back?
Can you
illness?
guys hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh
we can
yeah.
hear you now.
All
Oh
right.
God, what were you gonna say?
No,
Here we
all I
go.
said was to quote Corey was a what an interesting decision
What an
having
interesting.
Okada team up with the Bucks.
I think my favorite part of that is the reason why they fired Kenny. That's like about the only thing I think I'll ever like what they did. Them firing Kenny Omega for not showing up to work and being lazy. Like this man's like could have died. He's like out with an illness, not even an injury.
Nope. Too bad.
Why this thing can't show
Apparently,
up?
Yeah,
in death, you are AEW for life, and you need to show up for work.
I see that. So that ended, or possibly ended. I don't know what ended Dynamite. I don't care.
I'm
So
fairly certain that ended Dynamite.
maybe. All right, so now I'm gonna go on to TNA Impact Wrestling. We had a nice little card here. We had Mustafa Ali or Mustafa. That's how he wants it pronounced. He's gonna smack me one day. Mustafa Ali. Sorry, my bad, bro. Versus Kevin Knight, and Ali gets the W. It was a pretty solid match. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Then we get Ash by Elegance versus Angel Blue, and I have no idea who she is. So forgive me for that. But
Doesn't matter.
Ash won. It sounded like it was a squash match.
It was.
Then we get a tag match, the Time Splitters versus the Good Hands, which I think that name for a team is hilarious. The Good Hands. It's great. It's fucking great. But the Time Splitters get the W for that one. Then we get Dana Luna, which I always just don't like that name, versus
Danny Luna.
Danny. Okay,
Yeah.
still don't like it. Sounds horrible. And Masha Slamovich?
Yes.
Is she like Russian or something?
Yes.
That answers the question. Why didn't the Russian win?
Because Russia.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Russia should have won that one. But Luna gets the W. Then my boy PCO. I wish he stopped.
Yo, PCO is my favorite TNA wrestler.
Yo, I like
Cause-
part of me wants to say just
Yo.
walk away.
Because
But
why? Because why is he doing it?
I don't know. I don't know. But it was PCO versus Allen Angels, and PCO got the W. Man, I want to be like him when I grow up. I don't
Yeah.
think he can legitly feel pain. I don't. I
Can't. Like, it's crazy. Like, some of the stuff he just does,
For the
and it
side,
looks like it hurts. And he's not a small guy, and he's
No.
old. And then he just gets up and keeps going like nothing happened.
right.
Like, that's
old
the
is
crazy.
Oh
do either
I
one
really-
of y'all know how old he is?
no clue.
Okay.
No
He's
clue. I don't even think
he's
he
got to
has
be
a clue.
he's got to be in his mid 50s at least. Like, he's
Pierre Carl Colette.
yeah. How old is he?
Wrestler. He is 56.
God damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Holy shit.
I saw him. It was one show, I think maybe like a month ago. He basically swanton bombed the floor. Like, he jumped off the top rope. Like, the person moved and he just went flat. And then he got up. I was like, how did I shatter a hip or something?
I shattered my hip by you just saying that.
Yeah.
Well, but
I'm starting to believe. He has the most believable gimmick in
he
wrestling.
does.
He's
does.
not human.
He's
He
not.
can't be.
He's
It's
not.
not
There's
possible.
no way. No, it's not. Guy, he was part of the Quebecers. That's what makes it even weirder. It's like, where did
Yes.
you come up with this? Where did you come up with this? Because it's beautiful. So then we in the main event we get Josh Alexander versus Dirty Dango. Very enjoyable match. I love Josh Alexander. Just amazing talent. Poor guy wanting to leave and getting forced back in. And Dirty Dango is also somebody that's a pretty cool dude too. Like, very chill. I got to actually meet him once. Really cool guy. Great wrestler. Great match. Josh Alexander gets the W. Well deserved. And a good impact. So now we're gonna move on to SmackDown. It's your turn, buddy.
Yay. All right.
Whoa,
So
sorry.
SmackDown opens up with Jesus Christ, Logan Paul. And we find out that Prime is now the center ring sponsor for I dislike you. I don't like you anymore. Like we can't I don't even want to talk to you. I'm offended that we share oxygen. Just know that right now.
I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry.
Anywho, despite your lack of good choice in drinks, uh, is this only for PLE events, or is this going to be like on SmackDown on every single
PLE,
show?
Just PLE.
PLEs.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just PLEs. I can handle that. He brings out KSI. It didn't really feel needed, but I mean I get it. You're part of Prime. Randy Orton's music plays. Logan Paul hops out of the ring, leaves good old KSI to eat a RKO.
Yo, the way I'm sorry, that whole segment was beautiful,
It was very well done.
dude. Like I have to give it to KSI. He
Yeah, he
played
ate
that
it.
shit
He
beautifully.
did.
Took it like a champ. Like the whole
He
thing,
did.
like seeing Logan on the outside saying, "Ah," that look on his face, like,
Yeah, that look on his face like, oh man.
Like I could have stopped that, but I didn't. This
like I
wasn't
know.
Oh.
this despite this being Logan Paul, this wasn't bad. This is cool to see WWE get more sponsors and stuff like that. This took us into our first match of the evening, which was KO and Randy Orton versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I like tag team wrestling. This was awesome to see. It was good all the way around. Uh as a match without what happened at the end of it, I give it a solid 2.5 axe handles.
I give it 3 because of what happened at the end.
Logan Paul interfering after Randy Orton and Kevin Owens pick up the victory. You knew this was going to happen. Of course, Logan Paul, anything gets a negative 1 million from me. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a triple threat.
I think we will.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
think
where
you
they're
guys
going.
think triple threat?
I think triple threat.
At the moment, yes. Because what? So anybody else that's on SmackDown is kind of busy.
Yeah.
LA Knight and AJ are busy.
Right.
I mean there is like a few other people you could have a multi-man match, but right now it's looking triple threat, I think.
A triple threat I would like to see though. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
No, that'd
Uh
be solid.
this leads us backstage with a sit down promo with Bailey. Uh explaining that she's going to use damage controls turning on her as motivation to just dominate their match at WrestleMania. This was good storytelling in my mind. Like this was really good storytelling. It felt like this is the start of like how Jey Uso had to fight for his redemption because of you seeing Naomi in a different scene feeling bad for her and Bianca Belair trying to be like, you know, she did this to herself, kind of like how everybody did with
Yeah.
Jey Uso.
Yeah. And like she's not wrong.
No, she's not.
I wouldn't forgive her either. Damage
Dude, they've
control's
been,
been beating her ass since they
they
formed.
had since the
So
day that they came back, they've been beating on that poor
so
girl.
hell yeah. So Bianca should be like, nah, fuck her.
Biel- Bianca Belair was right. You know, Naomi hasn't been around for the past, you know, what, going on 3 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Two,
Two,
3
two,
years.
three, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, I guess she kind of missed out on the damage control angle. So yeah,
Yeah.
you might have to pay attention to somebody who's been around for a little bit.
She
Yeah.
was like, I like the way she walked off. I said what I
Yeah, I
said.
said what I said, and that was perfect for me. Like I said, this was good storytelling in my
Yeah,
mind.
it was. It was
Yeah,
it was a great segment all
yeah,
around with the Bailey thing and then that at the end. That was amazing.
yeah. From there we go to. I had to write my notes down. Lashley versus Karrion Cross. This was a good match ish. I could have done without the extra long beatdown at the end. It felt so drug out to me. You get AOP that causes the DQ right off the bat. Of course, the Street Profits are going to come out for the save. for some reason, it felt extra long to me.
You know what my favorite part was? The
What was your
Queen
favorite
Ratchet
part?
versus the
Ha,
Snowflake.
ha, ha,
Oh
no.
yeah, that's right. B-Fab slapping the dog shit out of Scarlet.
Yeah, she
Dude,
did.
I'm just letting you know that reminded me of like what happened. So it reminded me of my mom. I don't lie.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
That was a parent slap, wasn't it?
That
Dude,
was,
yeah, like coming
if
out of
there ever
nowhere.
was.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
how dare you say something to my kid? Ow.
Yeah, that
Um,
was the
okay. For me, this is gonna sound horrible. For me, it kind of felt like that was kind of the start of what they've been doing for the past month. It felt
Yeah,
like the
pretty
starting
much.
point more than ending or a
okay.
continuation. It felt like this was their opportunity to really get the ball rolling. So this is why I enjoyed it on a different level.
Okay.
So
So
like it had that feeling to me. Just because now you have it's equal. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
Now that B Fab is there, I feel like now we like getting down to business.
The odds are even.
Yeah.
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 So this has got to be leading to an 8-person tag of
Or
some
three
sort.
on three. Or a 3-3 with the ladies being
As
that freestyle.
managers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they did 3-on-3 already. I think we've seen that
Well, I guess we're running it back.
Yeah. We're running it back with making sure that the women are involved.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad match, like I said, but
I give it two. I'll
yeah,
give
I
it
gave it 2. After that we get a backstage segment where, of course, uh God, I'm gonna butcher their name. Legado del Fantasmo. Uh,
Phantasma.
Phantasmo,
Oh,
whatever.
you said
You
that pretty good
yeah,
actually.
you did. The very beginning is on point.
And that's
It's the
the hard
Phantasma.
part. I feel like the legato part.
Yeah, it
That's the hard
is.
part.
Well, Legado
The
del
props.
Fantasma. We find out that they're more of a bully than we already knew they were. Bullying Dragon Lee
Yo,
backstage.
messed up.
Oh yeah.
They bullied the dog shit out of that man. It was a good segment. Of course, we know later in the night we get Angel versus Dragon Lee. That was advertised last week on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
That leads us into everybody's favorite, Tiffany Stratton versus
Mm-hmm.
Michin. This this was a good match in my mind, but it was awkward for me to watch. I like Michin, but I feel like, and I don't want to take anything away from her. I feel like Tiffany Stratton is just got a rocket strapped to her back, and I feel like she just kind of out wrestled Michin for sure in this.
I can see that. I can see that like Meechin gave
Yeah.
her a lot and put her over, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Um
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so I kinda have to give some credit there to Meechin because I'm pretty sure she was probably the lead in the match.
more than likely, and
Oh,
like I said, I
definitely
don't want
so.
to take
And
anything
probably
away from
like
her because
yeah. So I feel like
Yeah.
she just gave a lot just because she probably sees what all of us see in
yeah,
Tiffany. Like
Yeah. Absolutely.
Tiffany is like a crazy specimen. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
she
tell
is.
you it's
Also, she's
because it
got
was
the best handspring back elbow I've ever seen. She's the only
yeah.
person I've ever seen do it, and it actually looks like an offensive move
yeah,
because
because
it's
you
pretty,
see
and that shit looks like it hurts, like
well,
it's supposed to.
Well,
I'm pretty
I've
sure
watched
Liv
how she's
Morgan
done.
does it, but I feel like Liv Morgan's just looks weird.
It's because
Yeah,
when Tiffany hits it, where she stops and launches to the back
It's
elbow,
so
yeah,
it's
much
not
closer
as
than Liv.
close. So it's a little
yeah,
further away than anybody else
yeah,
can do it. So it looks brutal because she's jumping back
exactly.
into it.
She's
Like
also like
usually,
Olympic gold medalist, isn't she?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So she's
But
got
yeah,
she's
but I
got
feel
some
like yeah, she
moves.
puts the proper oomph on it where it looks
Yeah.
like a ooh. Like if that was Tiffany's finisher, I don't think we'd be mad because it looks
No,
No,
like
not
it
at
could be
all.
like a yeah, as
no.
But of
opposed to
course,
normally
with that
when you see people do
absolute
it and it's just a thing they do, and it's
Yeah.
like okay, yeah,
But
she wins with an absolutely beautiful moonsault. I thought Charlotte Flair had a beautiful one. Man, Tiffany's is just light years ahead.
Right? It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. I want to see that. I want
That's
to
the
see
match I'm waiting
Tiffany versus
for.
Yeah,
Charlotte.
I would love to see that.
Ooh, next year WrestleMania, I want it.
I support that.
I want that match. But
Yeah.
I gave that one 3.5. So that was a
Yeah,
really
I'm right there with
good
you. I
match.
gave that a solid 3.5.
Yeah.
Next we get a Lone Wolf AJ promo saying that he is phenomenal enough to take out LA Knight and put him in his place where he belongs. This was a good promo. What I learned from this though is that LA Knight with a chair is stronger than a TV. After you
Yeah.
see AJ's promo, LA Knight is sitting there watching it and then proceeds to obliterate a TV with a chair.
That's coming out of his paycheck.
Yeah. Totally coming out of his paycheck.
Yeah.
We knew this match was coming. We knew it was more than likely to be a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
It's
You got to
cool
remember, this
finally
man went halfway across the world. The
Yes.
cost of
That's
the
what I'm saying.
elimination
You
chamber.
flew.
Yes.
That's dedication.
That is some extreme hatred.
What is it, like a 26-hour flight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
to smack a man with a chair.
Yeah.
Support that
That's
kind of
just the
violence.
hold on. That's just the land in Australia. Then you got like another like 10, 15
Yeah.
hour drive to get to Perth.
Perth doesn't
Yeah.
have an airport.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think.
No,
I don't
they had
think
to
they did.
drive a distance.
Did they?
Yeah, like after they
Oh man,
got
that
off,
sucks.
they had to drive a distance from the airport.
Australia's hot. I don't know if I could do that.
Right?
But
Yeah. That's.
this is going to be a good match at Mania, I think. I'm kind of excited to see where this build goes. After that, we lead into Angel and Dragon Lee. This was an awesome match to sit down and watch.
I love
Just
Dragon Lee.
Two
I
people,
love fucking Dragon Lee.
just two people who can get in the ring and just look so fluent. Like this was amazing.
Even with the botch with the power bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Even they were able to pull it off. Like it was like, yeah, it's a mistake, but it still looked beautiful.
Yeah.
This was all around good fucking wrestling. I gave it a solid 3. You get Legado del Fantasma jumping Dragon Lee afterwards, of course. This is going to be fun to see where it builds. I want more of this.
I do too. Definitely kind of see it. It's kind of cool seeing all the luchadors trying to kill each other. It's great.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they got their own little niche area right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where when they're done with that, they can just go and do whatever with anybody. I want to see. You know what I want to see on the main roster?
What?
Oh.
Legado del Fantasma versus the Family.
Okay.
We got that in
Okay.
NXT, and it was good.
Yeah, they could run it
It
back.
was
Yeah.
a really good story.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
I mean, it ended up with the Family being on top and Legado del Fantasma actually joining the Family. And had to like be absolved in the Family, and they were like this huge ass group. And of course, at first it was one of those they were fighting still, like still butting heads.
Yeah.
And then eventually they actually like got along. And then it was just the storyline got so fucking crazy. Tony D went to jail. It was fucking
All right then.
great. It was great. But continue. My bad.
Now we get the longest segment of the night just because of entrances alone. We get the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes and Seth giving their answer to the Night 1 challenge at WrestleMania. Roman, of course, coming out first. Then you get The Rock with a new entrance. Let's point out that new Titantron that looked awesome.
The entrance was badass.
I would have probably saved something like that for a Mania, but if you're going to do that for a SmackDown, what are you going to do at Mania?
Right.
Oh, he's gonna go. It's gonna be fucking nuts. You know it's gonna be nuts.
Oh, exactly.
I can't wait to see that stage.
Oh, that stadium's gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you get Cody and Seth, who somehow magically snuck out of their room past all of the security guards.
That was my favorite part. Nick
By
all
the
just goes
way,
in the office and he's like, "Where the?" and the security's just like, "Whoa."
look,
That
we
is
had to put in
witchcraft
perspective,
voodoo
though.
if I have ever seen it in my entire life. I love it.
Look, we have to put
Uh,
in perspective that when everybody walked into the building, there was security waiting for them.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody walked in the building that was involved in that segment had security about like behind them.
So
All
the story I want to
behind them.
go, the story I want to go with personally is Cody and Seth opened up an air vent and climbed through the air duct.
You know what? That's better than what I had in my head, so I'm going with that too.
Okay.
I was just gonna say there was a door in the other end.
That's the
And they
that's
did
the
That
have
most
is
one.
logical.
very
That's the
possible.
most logical way. There was a second way into the dressing room, but I like
Exactly.
the air ducts better.
Like
I was
just
gonna say they removed the toilet and somehow dug a hole, and it would have been a whole ordeal. This ain't Prison Break. Anywho, of course you get The Rock and Roman with the new "Acknowledge Us" instead of "Acknowledge Me." That is interesting. I bet that's going to be a shirt here soon. Of course,
Hmm.
out comes Cody and Seth. Instead of down the ramp, they come out through the crowd. That was cool to see. We get all four of them in the ring, an abundant amount of security guards around the ring. Of course, we all know how WWE security goes. They ain't worth.
oh,
Uh,
those poor bastards. They don't
I'm
get
going
paid
to
enough.
completely ignore The Rock's vest. That was also very horrid. But I just want to take a side step to say that seeing The Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth with the way Seth was dressed, this looked like two jocks and the rich kid about to buy drugs from a weirdo.
Seth being the weirdo,
Seth
the
being the
drug dealer.
weirdo.
Figured. Figured.
It just looked awkward. And every one of his outfits look awkward, so I don't hold it against it.
I love
Cody,
his
of course,
outfit.
saying that
It
despite
wasn't.
the animosity between them, it is cool and interesting to see all four of them in the same ring at the same time. They should take a moment to enjoy this. And then, of course, you get The Rock being a dickhead and interrupting it. I like how we had The Rock interrupt Cody, Seth interrupt The Rock, and then Roman interrupts Seth. That to me was interesting to see. I liked it a lot. Of
Oh, my
course,
favorite
Seth.
part of that. Well, my favorite part of that is Seth telling Dwayne that you know, he hasn't been relevant since. Oh, what did he say?
What?
Oh God, what did he say exactly? Basically, he's just saying he wasn't relevant,
Yeah.
and to basically shut up.
Oh, what did he call him? He called him
Oh, he called. What did he call him? Dang it! It's like on the tip of my tongue.
I totally wrote it down too. Where'd I write it down at?
Oh, what did he call him?
But regardless, I like the fact that Seth said, you had your time. You can't have ours.
Yeah,
Mr.
that was pretty
Midlife
cool.
Crisis.
That's what it was.
Mr.
Yeah,
Okay.
Midlife
that's what it
Crisis.
was.
I
Yeah,
like it.
Seth telling The Rock, you had your time. This is our time. You can't have ours. Pretty much
Yeah.
sit down, shut the fuck up, and know your fucking role. I like it.
Yeah. I
I
liked it
like
too. I
the
like how he
way they
started it off too. How he was
Yeah,
just like, "Oh my god, will you shut the hell up?"
right.
exactly.
Like, I'm just sick
Uh,
and tired of you talking.
Yeah.
of
Like
course,
I just like that.
then you get Rock and Seth face to face, and Seth screams to The Rock that, yes, we accept your challenge. That's when you get Roman, who cuts off Seth and says, you're going to let this man speak for you. This man's making your life decision right now, and you're going to let this happen. That shows what kind of man you are. Cody, of course, goes into a rant about how he needed to do this, and then The Rock cuts him off again, says that, you have an older brother, you have an older sister. There's a 20-year gap between y'all because you were a mistake.
That was great.
And then we get the moment we all want it. Cody reached back like a pimp and slapped the fuck out of that hoe.
Yes, he did.
I absolutely loved seeing Cody slap the shit out of The Rock.
But the messed up part about it is what he said was deserved a slap. That's the messed up part about it. It was like, wow, like you actually deserve that.
Oh, you totally did.
Oh yeah.
Like I was talking to you about earlier, Damian, this is a situation where The Rock is okay talking about your family, but you're not allowed to talk about his family. So
Right.
this is the one time that I wish the worlds would collide and the gates of heaven would open up and AEW allows us to have Dustin for 1 month. Give us 1 month with Dustin, just
That
so
would be
he's
nice.
ringside with Cody and can. I want to see Dustin and The Rock just smack talk the shit out of each other.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be cool if they allowed it.
But we know it's not gonna happen.
This once again was good storytelling in my mind. I like that it's building even more now. We know what's at stake for Cody if he loses. We know what happens if he wins. Of course, I feel like even if Cody beats The Rock and Roman on night 1, the Bloodline will still get involved on night 2.
Of course. That's what if they don't, I'm gonna be very upset.
I probably would too.
But Cody better lose. I need Cody to lose.
You need Cody to lose? Okay,
I want, dude. I want the world stacked against him. Like I want it to be like.
Oh, you mean lose on night 1?
Yeah,
the tag
I
match.
want him
Okay.
to lose on night 1 and just have the world stacked against him and get the W.
that.
Now, however,
Yeah.
if he beats Rock, if they beat Rock and Roman on night 1, I want Cody to lose on night
2,
and then face him later on in the year.
He can't. The Rock said if he loses, The Rock said in the promo, he said if you lose, I will make sure you never finish your story. That's it.
He did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still build around that.
No, you can't. Well, I mean, you can. You can, but then it gets all convoluted because The Rock would have to get kicked off
Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
He'd have to.
Exactly.
That would make it so fucking.
Well, and see, here's the thing. The Rock said he would use his status as a board member to make sure Cody did not ever get a shot again. Meaning he would just have him not even be able to qualify for Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
Do it in the match.
He can't just jump in the match. He's gonna steal the brief.
That's our truth.
Oh. No, he can't put a mask on because of the neck tattoo. Everybody will still know. Never mind.
Exactly.
Right.
That kind of gives it away.
All right, he's got to beat him. He's got to beat him at night too. But I'm just saying, if you could, I forgot about that. All right, whatever.
This all in all for me, like I said, was good storytelling. I think SmackDown as a whole was full of good storytelling tonight. As a whole, I give SmackDown a solid 3.5, somewhere in there.
I'm giving it a 3.5. It was a good build.
Yeah, I'd agree because I think everything had a purpose that's leading to something.
Yeah.
I still want to see Bianca versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I feel like the what they're kind of building, like Bianca seems like she's getting a little too full of herself.
Yeah.
Like she's getting a little bit of a toot. I think it's
Heel Belair would be dope as shit in my mind.
Dude, Heel Belair when she was younger was actually, I took it for granted. I ain't gonna lie.
When she was younger, like it wasn't 3 years ago.
Right, like.
Dude, she has matured and is like changed from even the Mae Young.
Talking about it was like back in 2000. Like she's been around for 20 plus years already.
She seemed like she has. I seem like I've seen her grow up.
No, you're not wrong though. Bianca Belair does seem like she's been around longer than she actually has.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like I said, it's only been 3 years since she's really been a main fixture.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about like when I first,
But
so
it
when I
does.
first saw her in the Mae Young
Yeah,
Classic,
the
right?
Mae Young
Yeah.
Classic. I think
I
that
was
was.
like, oh, she's talented, but I don't know if I'm like feeling it. And
Yeah.
then like she gets signed and she's starting to do more and more, and it's like, oh, okay. And then, like I said, in NXT, you got a little bit of that heel Bianca Belair, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see that again. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's probably not. I mean, you could do it right now because she's kind of like, she's done so much as a fucking baby face. Dude. Two
Yeah.
WrestleManias back to back, a record reign, all well
Mm-hmm.
deserved. Like, dude, first black woman with Sasha Banks to main event of WrestleMania with a
Yep.
female black referee.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nuts. So I don't know. All in all, SmackDown has been great. Raw's been great. It's long, but it's been great.
Wrestling as a
Dynamite has
whole
been
always gets great around this time of the year.
Dynamite has been
Absolutely.
having some sprinkled in good stuff, and TNA is just always TNA. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh, the one thing I did forget to put out there. So our boy Darby Allen is uh man, he's getting ready to climb Mount Everest.
Yes, he is.
Now, here's my question: does this put his contract on hold, or is Tony letting him out of his contract? Like,
This puts his contract on hold. Now, me personally, I think it's crazy as fuck to allow your wrestler to just climb Mount Everest while he's
Right?
still under contract.
Let
yeah,
him out the contract and let him go do his thing, and then bring him back if he survives. I hope he
Like
survives.
to me, that's
if he
just
survives and
insane.
does this, he becomes the first wrestler to climb Mount Everest.
No, he does. I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
pro wrestler.
because I
yeah,
don't. Did JBL didn't climb Everest, did he?
no,
Well, no, I don't think so.
No. Okay, I can't
Well,
remember because I know he was climbing like mountains and stuff for charity. I just don't know if
yeah,
that was one of them. I'm not
yeah.
sure.
I don't think he climbed
But he'll
Everest.
at least. But even if JBL did climb it, Darby will be the first active
Yeah,
wrestler to do it.
yeah.
So it's still
so
an accomplishment.
I don't
I
know if
mean,
I'd let him do that though.
I I mean, look, he let him jump off the top of a ladder inside of the ring onto real glass and
I mean, I
chairs.
understand that, and
Door.
that's like a 50-50% chance of death.
Oh, I
This is
thought he
more
died.
like 100. This is like 95% chance
That's
of death.
I thought he died. I thought he died.
we all did, I think.
I saw that live, and you should have saw my face. But with that being said, Darby Allen,
Good luck.
good luck, dude. I hope you get back safely and do the
Yeah.
damn thing. And yeah, yeah, do it for yourself. I know that's what you're doing it for. Have fun. So with that being said, this is the end of the Villains Lounge. Thank you for goddamn hanging out with us for a grip. Um, I'll be back Monday, and I'll try to do some more. But I am getting ready to fly out to SNW to do a Villains Lounge there on what is it, the 15th of March. So
Yes, sir.
keep an eye out for that. I'll also probably be doing a few other things while I'm traveling, so you'll be on the lookout for that. Also, now entering the ring, the debate show tomorrow. The next watch along will be WrestleMania 2 nights, and I'm driving to Houston, I believe, during that. So I'll be watching and probably doing the watch along at the same time as me driving to
Okay.
to Texas. So
Oh,
not going to Houston. My
that's
fault.
gonna be dope.
We're going to yeah, no,
You
it's gonna
better
be
let
good.
your wife drive.
She will be driving while I watch. You're not trying to kill us. But
Okay. Hey, look, the way you made it sound like
Yeah,
was
you
like you're gonna be
definitely made
recording
that
it
sound.
during your leg of the drive.
oh no. I'm not Tony Khan, buddy. Don't.
Okay.
So
Cool.
thanks for watching. Much appreciated. And we will see you later. And
Welcome to the Villains Lounge.